Tomo did win 3-1.
They're playing super well today.
Yeah, Tomo is. So I'm interested to see how Deep Blues maybe adapts. If Trevor is ready, I think we can get into this. All right, go ahead. We're going to put Tomo on Alpha. All right, and once again playing with a sub of Shaq here. And
for reference, both of these teams, I think, make money off this tournament. I think if you get first, you make double, and if you get second, you make an extra 10 off of the 20, so 30. So
we'll double check the math afterwards.
Definitely got to double check the math afterward. But
we're getting right into it. These teams know exactly what they're running on this map.
Yep.
So here we go.
Yeah, they were prepped. They're ready to go.
All right. So I think we'll see pretty much similar comps from what we were seeing out of these two teams earlier. Yep. So
no blaster from Deep Blues again.
Which is interesting. I really think that the Rapid Pro would really help them out. But instead of that, they are running the custom dually sculptures, getting the Ink Storm to help put more pressure, painting pressure on the zone.
Yeah, I mean, they do have burst bombs. They do have splat bombs. They have
Dreas going in ham.
A lot of indirect damage
nice
here just
kill
from
at the
the
start,
bombs.
but gets cleaned up by Kyo instantly. Taylor coming in and cleaning up Kyo, and then Taylor gets cleaned up, so now we're down to a 2v2. Day getting one nice pick, fighting that Rapid Pro that we were mentioning earlier. Day kind of being the frontliner with the long range right now. Nice. Good clean kill on the range pro here. Deep Blue's getting control, popping specials. And let's see how Tomo responds.
Yeah, a good start here from Deep Blues. They were able to get, like, basically that pick from Day was what decided from them holding control versus not. And now they're just trying to keep, I don't know what happened with the camera there. They're just
really
trying to keep Tomo back in their base. Good pick
Taylor
here from
going
Taylor
huge.
all the way into the base. Does get picked up by Kyo there, and now they're going to push out with this inkjet here. But
Kyo
it
pushes
was
so
burned
far back.
so far back.
They just have to run away from it, and he goes all the way back to spawn, essentially.
Yep, and now Shaq is getting up close, and Dreas has his own inkjet here to kind of hold them back. So only 20 points left to go. That's about 10 more seconds left. If Dreas here and the rest of Deep Blues is able to hold his zone, this is going to be a quick knockout.
Yeah, that's going to be really close. Neither team...
Oh, the paint!
Are they all backed up
too much? They can't paint the zone!
They're all backed up too much. I don't know. That might cost them.
Yeah, they got a little too scared of that inkjet, but
they
do get the zone. If Shaq doesn't win this 1v1 versus Taylor, this is huge.
Wow, this is so intense. This might be it. Deep Blues coming out. Wow.
Coming out of the gate.
I was
firing.
like holding my breath there. That was a very, very aggressive game. Look how little Deep Blues painted their spawn because they didn't have to.
They
never
went
had to.
back to their spawn.
Yeah, wow. So incredibly aggressive. I mean, I am a member of Deep Blues, so I'm not trying to be biased here, but Tomo did beat them and right before this set. So Deep Blues coming out of the gate really fast. I was not expecting that. I really, really wasn't.
Yeah, definitely with the comp, too. I was kind of expecting them to struggle a little more because they didn't have the blaster, especially to harass as they were coming back in. But Tomo was burning their specials really, really early and not using it to actually get the middle of the map. So basically, Deep Blues, all they had to do was kite those back for free and
just keep painting.
Yeah.
So by all means, do not sleep on Tomo. Tomo fully capable of coming back and completely doing the exact same thing to Deep Blues in this next map. Obviously being Manta Maria. And again, these teams know exactly what they want to play. They are prepared. We're going right into it already.
Yep. So I wouldn't be too surprised to see Shaq basically constantly trying to flank as well as Taylor's flanking a lot, just because both of those players play kind of a similar style. And it'll be basically down to which one's more successful in what they're doing. Again, no blaster coming from Deep Blues.
And the exact same comps from the last game.
Yep. So double blaster from Tomo is a little bit better on this map than the last map. So
yeah,
hopefully this will work a little bit better for him.
An interesting difference in starts. Tomo starting up high in what's called either bunker or snipe, whereas Deep Blue starting low. Interestingly, both teams go one member down at the start.
The benefit, though, of Deep Blues' comp, though, is they are immediately getting quick map control early on, and it's forcing Tomo back into their base a little more, and kind of opening up Deep Blues to kind of push them in early.
This Rapid Pro being very aggressive.
How is Marsh not dying?
But Marsh staying alive, great. But can he get the cleanup?
Kill? He hasn't hit him once.
Oh no!
Oh no!
So I'm thinking this is Toon getting a very nice win there in the 1v1 fight. Gets cleaned up by some bombs. So we're gonna go ahead and hop over to Taylor here. We've got the cleanup. So Tomo, they won the fight, but they're not getting any points on the board.
Yeah, I mean, that cleanup there right at the end, we kind of decided that they're not going to hold the zone because the rest of the team wasn't able to follow up on paint. But Keo getting a nice direct there on Andreas is going to keep this going for them.
And not even keep him going. He's in their spawn.
Yeah.
He's going to keep them delayed for so long. This is what I was talking about with what TOMO can do. Taylor holding forward, getting picked off because of that aggression.
Oh, man.
And Keo might still get... Oh, no, Andreas is able to clean him up. But, you know, that relieves so much pressure from his teammates who was able to just pretty much do whatever they wanted around mid and paint around and get specials. But at the same time, where are those teammates? Deep Blues just walks right in and takes the zone back.
Yeah, they backed up a little far there, and it allows Deep Blues to kind of get the zone, get a penalty, and kind of get themselves back into this. Marsh all the way up, pushing up into their bunker right now. Does get cleaned up by Keo from behind, though, but it's still a 2v1 on Keo right now.
And then Keo gets another one on Day. He gets a third one on Andreas. Keo getting an insane triple, basically by himself.
Yeah, and that was really important to get right at that time, too, because if he had gotten cleaned up, that would have been easy for Deep Blues to kind of turn on his teammate right there, too.
I think that was a little bit too early of an inkjet coming out of Keo. There were still 2 members of Deep Blues down, hadn't even respawned yet. But the idea there was still really good.
It still slowed him down.
It still slows him down, but it could have slowed him down and potentially gotten a kill. Deep Blues having 3 specials here. We're waiting to see where exactly are they going to use those specials from.
Looks like they're all trying to push the middle of the map, but Andreas does get picked off early.
So the inkjet gets taken out. But TOMO goes 3 down, even though Andreas got picked off early.
Yeah, Marsh got an important kill in the middle, or on the right side of the map, and they are able to push back in. Andreas jumps back in. Now they're going to paint the map a little bit more here, and they are going to get the spawn.
They get the jumper. They get the jumper.
That was huge, getting that spawn kill right there, and now they're going to be able to push in even harder.
Now they're 2 down, so this is where Deep Blues needs to show that they can do the same type of aggression. If not, they're going to get taken out by TOMO again, and they're not going to be able to get as many points.
Yeah, that movement wasn't so clean getting up that wall from Andreas, and that allowed 2U to get into position in order to deny him that position. And now looking like TOMO might take back the map here, but oh man, okay, Toon just barely not dying to that bomb, and now that's going to be control for TOMO.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, you know, TOMO is doing much better than Deep Blues in terms of coming out of spawn and also applying the pressure to the enemy spawn.
Nice job hiding your bias.
I know, I'm being honest. I'm being honest. TOMO is showing that they're the better team in this game right now.
Yeah, they're doing really great, especially Toon right here, holding up the left side, doing really well, not dying, getting kills, and this is looking pretty grim here. The penalty's almost all the way gone. They only really have one chance to get back into the base now, or back in the mid.
It comes down to these double inkjets, but they're stacking on top of each other. So when they pop them, they're going to be popping right next to each other, and I just don't know if that's going to be enough. They neutralize the zone here with the 1 inkjet. The blaster of TOMO Keo goes down, but nothing else really comes of it. And Marsh gets picked off too. So this is going to be really close. They actually do put the penalty on TOMO, so it's going to extend the game. But for how much longer? I don't know.
I mean, they only got 50 seconds left to even take or get the zone, and they don't have control of the map.
And Shaq just holding forward in 2. Gets 1 out of it.
But the 3 of them die, which means Deep Blues is going to get zone. They're going to get up in the middle of the map, and now this is actually looking like a good situation for Deep Blues.
Yeah, now that was actually very, very important. It comes down to what team are going to get their specials here.
Staying a little far back, though.
Yeah, if whatever team gets their specials and uses them better here will probably determine the game. And it does trade, but the inkjet gets takes them out too.
Toon doing a really good job getting a cleanup kill
right there.
And
that's a full wipe for Deep Blues, and that's going to determine it. Needed to get ink. So yeah, game here. TOMO evening out the splat zones 1-1 as in a couple seconds here.
Yep. So yeah, great job from TOMO there, doing a really good job of holding. Deep Blues, you know, their pushes were good, but their holds weren't.
Yes.
And you know, it really comes down to they were taking too long to get in, or they weren't going in far enough when they did get there, like when they did have enough time. So maybe going into game 3 here, they'll be a little more aggressive on their holds.
I think the kills here shows
the whole story.
Yeah.
Toon getting 17 KA right there, doing a really good job for his team.
I think Deep Blues was using their specials to apply the penalty, but they were never really able to really get total map control from their special usage.
Yep.
And I think that is what allowed
I mean,
TOMO
they did get total control a couple times. They just were like saying far enough back that, you know, TOMO had a good chance of getting back in, or at least not using their specials so early that they can use it on the zone.
I was thinking it was more that they were using all their specials to take back the mid, so that when they were actually trying to stop the TOMO push, they had no more specials to use.
Sort of. That inkjet happened a couple times, but it was also just like them sitting, like even if you don't have specials to like spawn kill as they're coming out, you
definitely
still want to get
be
up there so
aggressive,
that they're forced to use them earlier
Yes.
to get you out of there.
Yep.
So they just weren't quite doing that.
Yep. Continuing the trend of the fast game starts, we're going right into ink blot zones right away.
Yeah, I think it seems like both teams know exactly what they want to go with every game. I bet you there's going to be no changes again this time.
No, I really don't think so. Same comp from TOMO, same comp from Deep Blues. Both teams seem determined to win with these comps for zones.
Yep. Yeah, again, the all-shooter thing coming from Deep Blues, probably going to give them a little bit of an early advantage in the paint here, but let's see if they can get the kills to follow that up. Nope,
Yeah.
Shaq gets a nice kill right there. Is he going to kill Marsh too?
No, Marsh wins that.
Nice.
Can Marsh get Kyo the blast of the 1v1?
No!
No, Kyo wins,
Oh, okay.
but Dreas cleans him up, so now TOMO goes 3 down. That's actually a full wipe for TOMO.
Yeah, nice job there. Day on the other side of the map doing really good as well. So opening this up for Dreas. Dreas and Taylor both going in super deep here, doing a really good job of kind of holding back TOMO from the take back here.
Just 1 kill.
Oh, if
Kyo,
he got that direct on Kyo, that
yeah,
would have been
gets
insane.
Marsh cleans up Kyo off the custom dually sculptures. The Stingray used for TOMO, but not actually doing much with it.
Members got picked off in the middle of the map, and the Stingray is great, but if it doesn't have any follow-up, it doesn't really need to, like, it doesn't really do much.
Yep. Dreas and Taylor taking turns, alternating
gosh.
who's in the plat. Dreas getting 2 kills, looking for the 3rd.
Oh, let's go!
It gets an insane triple by himself. Really only Kyo left alive for TOMO. Deep Blue's already down to 30 points, but this is still TOMO. They've shown that they were really good at getting out of their spawn B earlier in the last game.
Yeah, but at this point, they only have 1 chance left. They just got
Deep
all
Blues
up, and
goes
they
2
only had
down.
1 special.
But Deep Blues went 2 down.
If Dreas stays alive, though, this is looking good.
So they do get the zone,
do get the
but-
penalty.
And Taylor and Dreas kind of stacking. They're both are able to jump out. But so TOMO is going to take control here. The Stingray being used pretty early.
And 3 specials here for Deep Blues. It's going to be pretty easy take back as long as they don't get picked off right
Yeah,
now.
so there goes 3v3 already. People trading over on the Deep Blues plat. Quavo just kind of sitting back, pinning up. I don't mind that play. There's really no need. Just getting his team kind of anchor. There's not a lot going on right now though.
Yeah, I mean, Deep Blues, like, they got out, they got a double pick, but then didn't push into the middle of the map very fast, and Quavo was able to keep the zone in his control, and gave time for the rest of TOMO to come back in the middle of the map and push DB back. So this looking like they might actually be able to take the lead here if Deep Blues takes too long to get back in now.
So let's hop on to Kyo, who's striking with his blaster underneath. Here's the chance to get the cleanup kills again. If Deep Blues gets picked off here, they go 2 down. That might seal the game for TOMO.
Yeah,
actually.
this is definitely a lead for sure, and if not, the
Marsh
game,
staying alive though.
Marsh doing a really good job staying alive. He does get picked off.
Taken off, and they get the lead.
Oh my
they
gosh,
get
that's a
insane
wreck. Oh my
double
god.
for Kyo, and that's gonna be it. That's gonna be it.
Stop it, Kyo. Stop it.
So yeah, as we're talking about, I mean, TOMO just doing a better job at holding that aggression than Deep Blues is right now.
Yeah, like Deep Blues, their first hold was great, and they held on a really long time. But the problem was when they did take back, they were a little too passive about it because they got that 2 pick. They were at a 3v2 situation, but then they let just 1 custom jet sculpture kind of stop them from taking the zone, which they definitely should not have. So splat zones there going to TOMO, meaning they're 1-0 in set count right now. So if they can take 1 more between Rainmaker or Tower Control, they're gonna, they're gonna get first place here in GSM Elite.
Yep. So again, TOMO is technically up 1-0 now because they won the set of splat zones. If they win the best 2 out of 3 of Rainmaker, TOMO wins the entire match 2-0.
Yep.
However, if Deep Blues wins 2 out of the best of 3 for Rainmaker, the set score then becomes tied 1-1, and we go into tower control mode to determine it. I still think that at least Deep Blues, most likely, from what I know, will probably be running a very similar comp for Rainmaker. I'm guessing that TOMO will probably run the same thing, but I'm not entirely sure for that.
I mean, TOMO doesn't really have a reason to change their comp because they're running something very well-rounded right now.
Yes.
If we do see a change, I'll be kind of surprised. But Deep Blues, I really want to see a blaster.
Yeah.
I really, really want to see a blaster.
I just don't know who will. I don't think anyone's been practicing it. And I think, honestly, the blaster probably hurt them a lot on Inkblot. Inkblot able to play those angles, those small walls, especially. However, on Wahoo World being a bigger map, maybe the shooters will have more mobility. And
Yeah, but there are still a lot of angles where the blaster is really helpful
and
here.
specifically the rapids.
Yeah, and specifically rapids. So, I mean, I would love to see Day try and just rip out that rapid. This is definitely pretty risky here.
But at the same time, TOMO dropped their blasters.
They
dropped their Rapid Pro for an NZAP.
Okay.
And they dropped their Custom Blaster for another T-Tech. So
sure.
this has a completely blasterless game.
This shouldn't happen, FYI.
Yeah,
Too good to not play.
Rapid Pro is very, very strong here, so I kind of agree with that.
Yeah.
Teams fighting over mid control right here. Some 2v2s going on. Taylor and Andreas getting a nice start. Marsh picking up the Rainmaker here. Taylor getting a nice. That's a full wipe.
Oh my gosh!
I'm having flashbacks
Great
to BNS.
start here.
I'm having flashbacks to BNS.
Not quite on the same page with the push here, but if Taylor can get this pick right here, this is going to be really great for them.
Yep. So Kyo can have a chance to stop this push here. The
Oh,
Rainmaker
nice
shot
Marsh
from
kill
Marsh.
right there, and now he's going to push
Swims
in for the knockout.
But the Ray from Quavo was able to stop it. So it's a 1v1 custom jet versus custom jet.
Yeah, but really all that needs to be is Stealth jumps in for the rest of Deep Blues here. Just get back in the middle of the map because you don't need anything better than that. That is a sick push right there.
That's a very, very strong push.
Yeah, at this point, all they want to do is make sure that they're keeping the Rainmaker in an aggressive and or inconvenient position for the enemy and, not feed.
Day retreating and getting a nice pick on the NZAP that was chasing him. Meanwhile, Tomo's kind of just consistently pushing the Rainmaker
outmaneuvered right now.
Yeah. Rainmaker finally pushed up a little bit too far from his teammates. Gets cleaned up. Dreas cleaning up the custom jet sculpture. So now Deep Blue is having control. Oh, just straight up winning that 1v1 there. That was kind of weird. It looked like Shaq kind of thought he killed him and then stopped shooting or something. I don't know.
I also only heard 3 hit markers coming out of Dreas, so he must have gotten that somehow with ink damage on
Shaq. Yeah.
On Shaq, but
2 members of Tomo going down, but Quavo gets a very important kill on Dreas on the inkjet.
One of the beauties of armor right there allows him to kind of challenge that in order to secure that kill. Does get cleaned up by Taylor, though, but this puts us in a 3v2 situation for Tomo, and they're going to get back into the map here.
Yep. So a very back-and-forth game overall. It's just Deep Blue's got that one clean wipe from mid that was able to extend that with a nice inkjet from Taylor earlier in the game. An inkjet, very nice kill from Shaq onto Dreas. Look, they haven't even popped the Rainmaker's shield, though.
Yeah, they want to get the middle of the map, but, if they don't pop the shield at the very least, they're going to just have to go back for this Rainmaker if they do get in the middle.
Right,
so.
but at the same time, it's giving people like Dreas a chance to respawn because there's nothing to really take in mid right now.
Yep. So
and there he is. There's Dreas in mid.
Yep.
So.
And this platform's coming in, opening up the top side of the map a little more. This is going to potentially give Day and Marsh a little good chance to push this right side here. Quavo's staying alive, though, doing a good job trying to contest this middle of the map.
Yeah, I wanted to hop onto him because he does have the Stingray charged. I want to see how he positions. Tomo using the armor, and Deep Blue's going 3 down with Marsh grabbing the Rainmaker after 2 people are already down.
Yep, and 2 specials ready to go to follow up this push here. So if Quavo is able to get in good position here to aggressively help with the Stingray, this could be a really good push for Tomo.
Here comes the Ray. You see 3 Deep Blue members on the left here. If they get picked off by that Ray, that could be a very strong push.
They need to
just
go. They
No,
waited
they
too
waited
long,
too long.
and Deep Blue's got able to get through Dreas, able to clean up that really important kill, and now that's 2 down here for the side of Tomo. And if they can get this last guy, that's going to be a full wipe.
Yep, that last guy seemingly staying alive, moving around to the left there. I'm guessing that was Shaq. So yeah, Deep Blues stops that push rather convincingly. We're going to see how we're going back into another fight in mid. Taylor popping his inkjet. Gets picked off once again by the custom jet sculpture, and the Rainmaker gets pushed off too. So Deep Blues goes 2 down. Dreas salvaging the situation a little bit, but he goes down himself.
And now full wipe here for Deep Blues. Tomo able to get in deep here.
That bomb.
Oh my gosh,
Taylor
such a clutch bomb right now. Taylor able to stay alive, getting in here, cleaning up this inkjet, and that bomb was huge.
Yeah, that was an insanely good bomb. It was not only did it split up the teammates, but he even picked off one from Tomo.
Oh my gosh. So Taylor there going clutch for the team right now. That was the difference probably between potentially losing the lead and getting this middle of the map now.
Yeah.
So 45 seconds left to go. Basically, Tomo's got one more chance to get into the map here. And killing Taylor is a good start.
Yeah, really punished Taylor from his movement right there. I don't think that was very clean overall from Taylor. And the NZAP, I think it went again Toon, holding forward, being aggressive here. Gets picked off by Taylor, though. And actually, that was 3 down for Tomo for a second, just Quavo left alive. He is able to get out of mid without really being harassed. And it looks like for the vast majority of the second part of the game, it's just been one giant fight over mid.
Yep. So
Taylor gets 1 with the inkjet here.
Nice. This is a good opening right here. If he can clean up this custom jet. Oh!
He's out of ink. He doesn't get it, though, but that's okay. It looks like
Put him out of position either way.
Yeah, for Deep Blues, it's looking like it's going to be game.
Yep. So nice, solid game. Nice, good start for set 2 for Deep Blues. Hopefully they can keep that going forward and take us to a set 3. Although I do want to see TOMO to take game 2 so that we can potentially get
full
to
game best
9.
of 9. Or not a best of 9, but a full 9 games, yeah.
Yep.
Pretty even KOs across the board between the two teams. It looks like Kyo maybe struggled a little bit on the T-Tech, but other than that,
I mean,
pretty good.
I kind of disagreed with him switching to T-Tech anyway, so maybe that probably will mean he'll come back to Blaster.
I think so, especially if this next map being Snapper Canal, being a little bit easier to play angles and corners with the Blaster on this map compared to Wahoo. Wahoo having a lot of kind of more like curves, which does kind of prevent the Blaster a little bit more from being effective. For me, it was more about the lack of the Rapid Pro that Toon had been running.
I mean, both teams. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Deep Blues hasn't even been running a Rapid Pro. They've been kind of accepting that weakness of like, we're just not going to run
We're just
this,
not going to do it,
and we're just going to stick to our guns.
I mean, they're already rated up already, so they're going with
I
the same
guarantee
comp
it's
again.
the same thing. Probably I don't know. We'll have to see what they run in terms of like gear. Maybe they're changing gear between games, but it seems to be
both
weapons.
These teams really just want to get to the next game.
I love games like this. It's just boom, 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 one after another.
Yep. All right, so we got yellow versus purple. I'm sure that's relevant. All right, Rapid coming back from Toon there. I think that was a default Rapid.
But Kyo going to end parries instead of a custom Blaster.
Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if I agree with that. Kyo, obviously one of the best blasters in the game, deciding to not go Blaster in these last couple games just seems a little weird for me.
We got fights on the left, fights on the right. Dreas wins the fight on the left for Deep Blues. He flanks around, gets another one.
This is a huge opening here.
If
Shaq gets cleaned up.
okay,
oh
yep, here we go. Here goes the Rainmaker coming in. It's just the end parries of Kyo left alive.
This is a good start here. Marsh getting up there, does get to the 22 mark. This is definitely a good push, but not unbeatable if TOMO's able to get back out of the map right now.
Kyo pops his Inkjet from his snipe, gets one kill,
Oh
looking for the landing. Marsh staying alive.
Nice
with the dually roll. And meanwhile, Taylor's popping his own Inkjet. He gets 2. And Kyo, again, the last one left alive.
Yep. Kyo in a good position, though, to drop on this Rainmaker if it tries moving a little too early. And hopefully he does...
The curling bomb! Oh, my gosh!
Fully
Kyo,
charged curling
man.
bomb. Takes out the Rainmaker, and now that's 2 down for Deep Blues, and basically single-handedly ensures that TOMO can actually fight for this middle of the map again.
Yeah, and then pops his Inkjet. Meanwhile, Day goes down, so this is a chance for TOMO to take control of mid. They haven't really touched the Rainmaker. I'm guessing they're just letting it reset. I see it from blinking. It's about to reset. Dreas cleans up Kyo, but actually TOMO picks up the Rainmaker right before it finishes resetting. That's interesting. And then he gets an insane shot to get a double kill. He gets the clean up on the Rainmaker for a nice triple. These players back and forth just making insane plays.
Oh, he
almost cleans up Shaq too. Like, oh my gosh,
one
these
shot
guys.
away from the delayed quad, but Shaq does clutch that out.
Insane movement to stay alive from the bomb.
He's out of position for the Rainmaker though. He does have an Inkjet to kind of support his team.
Kyo falls into the water.
Those bombs. All right,
and the bombs. A nice bomb and Inkjet shot to take out the Rainmaker. He knows that one member is over here. Day's popping his Inkjet, but Deep loses 2 members down. We'll have to look again. Let's see what the map here. Ooh, and a Stingray coming out from Quavo, but he's getting flanked by Taylor.
Oh, if Taylor cleans this up, it's huge.
He actually does! No, the Rapid from Toon was able to assist Quavo enough to make it too hard for Taylor to get that kill.
Yeah, I think it seemed like Taylor almost ran out of ink or something, too, because he basically was just sitting there. But anyway, Kyo now using his Inkjet on the left side of the map. Taylor cleans him up, and now this Rainmaker is looking pretty scared.
Taylor is a little bit out of position in terms of the path, and so is Marsh. So the Toon, I think that was actually Toon carrying the Rainmaker. Gets taken out. Fighting over the streets, Inkjets or jumps coming in. Deep Blues goes 2 down again.
But another Inkjet following up from Dreas, and now this is going to be another opening.
Oh, that was actually very important. Kyo tried to throw a curling bomb to sneak the Rainmaker push, but right before he got to it, Day actually picked it up.
Yep.
So even though Day dies, it still prevents Kyo's stealth push, or sneaky push, excuse me.
Yeah, it denied the cheese right there and definitely guaranteed that they're not going to get just
nice shot right before
cheap win. But now Kyo here, left side of the map, just burned his special, so no follow-up means that basically that even though he got a kill with it, it didn't really amount to anything. So we'll
backs away from the burst bombs that Day was stealth or almost like thermal targeting Keo there with his placement of him.
Yeah.
It looks
Imagine
like he
if thermal
forgot
ink
Marsh
worked
was
with
there
burst
and just
bombs.
kind of jumped right over right into Marsh, who was waiting.
Yep, and now that's 3 down again for Tomo. Deep Blues able to get back into the map.
And
here
the
for
rapid's
sure.
challenging. The rapid's challenging. I'm not sure if that's... Yeah, no, he goes down. He drops the bomb rush.
Yeah, that was a risky play right there. I think he felt like he needed to do it because they don't have a whole lot of time left, but yeah, that definitely wasn't worth it.
All right, Taylor kind of trading in that 1v1. Tomo going 2 down again. Rainmaker's by himself over here.
Definitely smart to go left, though, because it takes a longer for the enemy team to kind of push back in if it's all the way on this left side. He doesn't want to be on top of this box, though, because then it's just an easy jump into the snipe.
I definitely agree. Hopefully, we'll have to see how this plays out. It looks like Tomo's not really aggressively coming after him yet. Now he is, or now they are. One inkjet being popped. He's still staying up top, though. He hasn't gotten picked off.
How is he not dead?
How does this always happen with Martian Rainmaker? I don't understand. Oh, an insane direct from Toon right there. We just barely missed it. We heard the chink. We just lost one of our monitors. Oh, it's back. Never mind. We're okay. Everything's fine. It's fine. Okay, so Toon having this bomb rush charge. Trying to clean up Taylor and Dreas over here on the left. Although Dreas pulls it off. Dreas just says, no, not today.
Yeah, not hitting that direct there was big, and that allowed Dreas to get that pick off there. And now this is 2 down. One of them carrying the Rainmaker. And
last 15 seconds here. I don't know. That might determine it.
And they got specials ready to go. This is looking pretty bad.
Yep. Yeah, so here comes the inkjet. Really all I have to do is just delay them from popping the shield.
Maybe burn that inkjet a little early. I don't know.
Tomo has to rush the shield, though, and I don't think they're going to get it.
Yeah,
so.
and Deep Blues has a Stinger ready to go, so all they had to do was jump back to base. So, and a quick 2-0 on Rainmaker there for Deep Blues. This is actually kind of looking like last week or 2 weeks ago.
Last GSM, yeah. This is insane.
They lost, just for reference, or during our beta run, it was Team Olive versus Deep Blues in Grand Finals. Deep Blues lost the first set 2-1 in zones, and then proceeded to win the next 2 sets 2-0, 2-0.
Yeah.
So this is looking like we might get a repeat scenario going on.
Yep, so I think it's tower control. If Trevor, if you can get the maps up on screen for us, please. Thank you. All right, so tower control on Mako Mart. Again, this is definitely Keo with the blaster. Has to
go back to blaster.
Yeah,
has to go back to blaster. I don't see any future where Keo doesn't go to blaster and they win this tournament.
Yeah, or if he doesn't go back to blaster and then winning, I don't think that's is gonna work out. I think is specifically So again, we're getting right back into these games going so fast. I'm struggling to even collect my thoughts in between these games because they're going so fast.
I do think here, if Keo does go back to blaster, I will be very surprised if Deep Blues wins this because this is such a blaster-centric map.
Yep.
Especially with the mode.
They don't have to rapid again. I don't understand these decisions.
But the custom blaster is there, so I think this, this isn't too bad because obviously custom
rapid
jet
Toon
very
going
good.
3 mains of special charge, really saying what type of to be doing with his ends up.
Yeah. So
Shaq getting surrounded here, but Keo comes in, blacks him up with an insane direct. Gets cleaned up though, so but Shaq still has the armor and engages in the 1v1 against Taylor again. Shaq wins it this time.
Yep, so now Day's looking for Shaq here, trying not to die from behind, but Shaq basically able to stay alive, play good harass, and kind of denies that from being a push. I'm
consistently amazed with Shaq's ability of his movement on his T-Tech, but also his bomb usage, I think, is very, very good.
Yeah, he's one of the best bomb users.
I noticed one thing that he does a lot is he sees a 2v1, he doesn't try to shoot, just throws a bomb and backs up and waits for the team to make a mistake.
Oh my gosh, Dave. Great double killer with the Stingray, and
against
the
last person in the week, and Marsh is meanwhile on tower. Taylor pushing in with the inkjet, trying to get the end zap.
Oh my gosh. You can't get it.
He lost it. He lost track of him. He finds it, but it's too late. Toon stays alive.
A nice bomb there from Taylor, zones him back, able to keep this push going maybe?
Nope, it looks like the tower stalled out on the other side.
Yep, the tower did stall out on the other side, but they haven't lost map control yet, so this is definitely, it's a good starting push there from Deep Blues, but that is going to give special charge advantage towards Tomo right now.
Day gets picked off on the right by Shaq, but Dreas comes in and gets the cleanup for him.
Did he just triple roll?
I don't think so.
It looked like he triple rolled. That was weird.
Keo getting taken out. Quavo up close in a 2v1 with the custom jet and gets punished for that movement.
Yeah, and now that's 2 down for Tomo. Shaq and what was the other one? Either way,
Toon,
Shaq and Toon, the only ones alive, and now Day's got basically the perfect special to be able to push past this checkpoint right now. So
really need some support with an inkjets, and here comes 2 of them actually. In fact, But one gets taken out by Kyo.
Yep, and Kyo now alive on the like with a blaster in the perfect position to kind of deny this push now. But they did get past that first checkpoint, so if they are able to get another push going, it's going to look scary.
Yeah. So again, Kyo kind of pushing up to the left. He has his own Inkjet now, getting ranged by
Day is playing so good with Jet right now.
Day just basically says, "I don't care what you have. You are not coming anywhere close to me, except when you outrange me."
Yeah, when you have the global special like a Stingray, I guess I'll die.
Yeah, pretty much. Oh, okay. Shaq coming in.
Pretty good here for TOMO. They have a 4v3 advantage. Shaq up in the spawn.
The double Inkjets, but Shaq not able to get a pick, but the tower's still moving.
Yeah, but immediately
two members of Deep Blues go down.
Yeah, oh, they do get picked off two on the right. Dreas is basically the only one in position to stop this tower. They definitely lost the lead here, but they can still deny this from being this is definitely not too bad.
Yeah,
they are already past the first checkpoint themselves, so this could actually be a really hard counter push right here because they do already have two specials.
Kyo drops and Shaq's down here as well. Dreas commits too much to that, and gets punished for it. And Toon now is flanking. Day's last one alive, and it looks like he's going to get taken out too. That completely ruined it. Shaq does have an Inkjet already, so he could have already popped it. There he goes. He's applying pressure with the armor. And it's I don't know, it looks like Deep Blues was in position there, but just maybe one step too ahead of themselves.
Yeah, I mean, I think Dreas didn't expect that blaster to also be around that corner there, and that's kind of what surprised him and got him immediately picked off. And if that had not happened, they would have got the push.
No need.
Yeah, that was a little too aggressive. Dreas now able to push out back into the enemy stack here. Zoning back the enemy player.
Smart, but he wasn't able to clean it up in time. He knew where that person was.
Yeah, and that means they're going to have two specials ready to go here for this takeback.
Both Inkjets being popped on the left over here. Dreas being smart, recognizing that he also needs to be applying pressure on the right. Again, Kyo with the blaster.
Oh my gosh, 3 down now for Deep Blues.
And just Taylor who gets 1, but gets cleaned up by the blaster.
Yep. So
yeah, this blaster of Kyo is really being a big thorn for Deep Blues.
Yeah, I mean, going back to this blaster was basically the answer they needed, it looks like. And now Kyo's pushing up with this Inkjet, putting a lot of pressure on the spawn of Deep Blues right here. Does get that direct on Taylor, and that is going to open this up for them.
Yeah, Taylor being insanely aggressive, holding forward into the Inkjet, just challenging it, I don't think was a very good play at all, and really got punished for it.
Yeah, I think he is been playing a little too antsy right now. Both him and Andreas are going in a little harder than they need to, and they're also struggling to get coordinated pushes going or pushing back into this map.
Yeah,
right
it looks like right now Deep Blues is kind of just not nope, they are feeding now. They're just all rushing the tower. They're not really, you can't just always rush the tower. You have to play around. You have to get control of the areas around the tower too. But again, they're challenging these Inkjets, and Kyo is just abusing them for it.
Yep, and that's now another 3 down for Deep Blues, and this is looking like it's going to be a knockout.
Yeah, and very, very good ending from TOMO there. Deep Blues implied that pressure early, feeling like probably the momentum for the Rainmaker series, but TOMO being strong, resolve in their the fortitude, and staying there and winning the game in the end.
I mean, that blaster was just doing so much work for them. I mean,
yeah, the 17 KA.
We said it before the game. If he didn't go blaster, they probably wouldn't win it. But, going blaster, very important on Mako Mart especially. And now they're going to be switching to basically completely different styles of TC maps with Kobe Arena and Piranha Pit. So maybe that blaster won't have as much of an impact here. So maybe Deep Blues can kind of, make a run back here for this last set.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see again another strong map for Rapid Pros specifically. So maybe we'll see Toon go back to that. And I think if TOMO does run back into that, I think Deep Blues is actually going to struggle here a lot.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a weird scenario because the Rapid does really, really well here, but also it can get pushed back into its base a little hard. Yeah, no Rapids.
I really do not understand these decisions from either team, to be perfectly honest.
It must be just the nature of having 2 subs, or like both team, or
TOMO having
TOMO running a sub and Deep Blue's not running their usual blaster player. So yeah, it's interesting seeing this going forward. And Deep Blue's getting that initial paint advantage again with this quad shooter comp, and now Taylor's all the way in here, does clean up Kavo, and now this is actually looking pretty scary.
Yeah, this is a very good start again for Deep Blues, but are they actually able to make anything of it, or are they just going to give up their advantages here without being able to capitalize on anything.
And Taylor doesn't get anything there, and that means he gets picked off immediately. But they are going to be able to get through this first checkpoint here. Not the hardest checkpoint to get through, though, so this looks like it might die here.
Well, they do pop one Inkjet here, maybe able to stall it. Marsh using his Ink Storm right away after getting it. They're holding on. Keo holds forward into him. And the Stingray just ending for TOMO, so maybe.
They need to get in this top left here, not shooting up like this, Dreas. You need to go up, go up. There we go,
well,
there we go.
He knows Shaq was there earlier, so I think he was trying to get him. Shaq being very, very sneaky, hiding in that corner.
Yeah, but he also isn't stopping them from getting the points right now. Dreas still alive somehow.
He applied so much pressure,
oh my
but
gosh.
it still gets cleaned up by Shaq, but not before getting enough damage in for Day to clean that up.
Yeah, huge shout-outs to Shaq right there. He was basically the deciding factor on stopping that push because by staying alive in that position, it pretty much guaranteed that Deep Blues couldn't go any further than they did.
Yeah. Taylor and a Quavo in 1v1. Taylor winning that fight. Has his Inkjet here.
2 down on Tomo's side.
It looks like he knew one more was around there. Struggling to find him. That was very, very good movement.
Oh my gosh, how was
very, very good movement
Holy
right
crap.
there. Keo not able to capitalize on those blaster shots right there. The end Inkjet shot, all they have for specials on Tomo's side right now is the armor.
Yep, they have the armor.
Taylor
going in with his Inkjet right now. They have control of this top left side, which is huge for the second checkpoint right now. And now Taylor's going to be able to burn some more armors and get back in to help his team.
It looks like Shaq was able to put some pressure on Splat, making
Get him! Get him! Nice kill there, Dreas. Now he's all the way
Who's
up.
the biased one now? That wasn't even me. All right, so again, you know, Deep Blues is doing a much, much better job, except up until that moment where they go 3 down. This is the first time TOMO has been able to put any pressure outside of mid and onto Deep Blues' side.
And Deep Blues got the second checkpoint, which is what they were going for there. So, you know, if Shaq and the rest of TOMO here aren't able to get past at least the first checkpoint here, they're going to be in a really bad position.
They're really focusing that Jet Squelcher. Day is able to live. Has to go jump back to spawn, but that's okay. He's really close to the Ray. I think that was probably the more important move.
Yep.
Uses it right away. Gets a nice cleanup on Quavo. He sees Toon. He gets the hit markers. Probably not pulling up his map,
nice.
but he does
3 down.
Get 3 down with his efforts there. Help out with the Tabor in the front line. And it looks like that last member was able to jump out. So, again, Deep Blues easily able to take back mid.
Yep, and they got this top left side here. Taylor going in again with this Inkjet. Doesn't quite. Yeah, it does get Keo there. That's very good. And now Dreas pushing in with his Inkjet on the middle side of the map. Very good positioning right here from both of these Inkjets. But nobody riding tower means they're not going to quite get any points out of this.
Shaq did a very good job staying alive, and I think that helps kind of end the push from Deep Blues right there, or at least kind of reset it. Yeah. And now we're back into a 2v2. Quavo, again, doing these 1v1s as a custom Jet Squelcher, and he has been getting punished every time.
Yeah, he's going way too aggressive with his custom Jet Squelcher, and it's really, really punishing his team. That put them 3 down again. Dreas up here with this top left position.
Nice roll.
Cleans up Keo in a very good spot, and now Dreas, if you can't win this fight, nope.
Shaq takes advantage of his use of the rolls right there.
2 of his teammates did get picked off there, which means that's 2 down for Deep Blues, giving TOMO another opportunity to come back.
Taylor gets 1 pick, has his Inkjet here. They know he's around here, though, so he's kind of just opting to stay alive before popping it. Except then he does trade with Quavo, but this probably gives Shaq an opening here. But no, he gets called out and instantly focused.
Yeah, and now he's in a really bad spot right now. He has nowhere to go. He does jump to his teammate here, but I don't know if that's the best place to go right now because the tower's already past the second checkpoint spot.
Yeah, Keo had a very good opportunity to flank right there, but Taylor coming out of spawn instantly shuts him down.
And they still got the tower going. I'm not sure. Yeah, Taylor's going to try and help his teammate out here. Does get cleaned up from behind, though, and that's 3v2 situation here for TOMO.
So, again, TOMO for the second time having opportunity to get to mid, but Marsh actually...
Oh, no, 3
I like
down,
that trade.
20 seconds to go.
I actually really like that trade for Deep Blues. I think losing the special charge on the Inkjet of Shaq harms TOMO more than Deep Blues losing the special charge on the Ink Storm of Marsh.
Especially because they still have 2 checkpoints to get through in order to even tie them. And... yeah, now they're burning this Inkjet really early.
So many Inkjets going around. Taylor gets sniped out of the air of his, but no, that's it. Dreas hops on the tower. So
okay.
All right, we're going into...
so
we're going into Game 3 for tower control.
Game 3 tower control means
winner takes all.
Winner of this game is the winner of GSM Elite #1. Taylor and Day doing a really great job there for their team. You know, 15 kills with 10 attack is never something to sneeze at. So
yeah, Going into Piranha Pit, I hate to bring this up, but again, another very good Rapid Pro or Rapid Blaster map. Also, I think this map will probably suit Kyo more than Gobi Arena for his custom blaster. So looking out for Kyo to be, again, another strong threat as much as he has been for the rest of the games.
It depends, because if Deep Blues isn't able, or if Deep Blues is able to control the ramps in the middle of the map, I feel like Kyo is going to have a really hard time kind of contesting the middle. Like the Blaster's obviously really good at abusing those ramps, but if he can't get to those ramps in the first place, it's going to be hard for them.
I would like to point out a very interesting thing here, actually, looking at the scoreboard. If Tomo actually wins this, Tomo will have only won 4 games, but have won the set 2-1, whereas Deep Blues is already at 4 games.
Yep.
So Tomo could win the set with technically a 4-4 game record.
Yep.
That's interesting.
It's interesting.
That is interesting. So we'll have to see what happens. For the first time this entire set, the teams are taking their time trying to figure out what they're actually going to play. Both teams, actually, in fact. We can't see it on your screen right now, but 2 members for each team were unchecked. Tomo just now readied up. So just kind of waiting to see what will happen here for Deep Blues. But yeah, again, this is the final game. Winner takes all for this game.
Yep, winner take all. Basically, this is Deep Blues' best shot, especially map pick-wise, just because of the comp they've been running. If it were anything else, I think they would struggle a little more, especially it being tower control. So hopefully this all-shooter comp won't burn them too hard here, especially if they can be aggressive and keep control of these ramps.
Yep. So no, okay, no, excuse me, no Rapid Blaster, but same comp from Deep Blues. We're actually seeing the same exact comps we saw from the last game.
Yeah, so this all-shooter comp going to give them a little bit of early pain advantage. Dreas, though, going a little hard and does get picked off early. So
Taylor, but yes, but the very nice pickup from Kyo onto Taylor there.
Oh, yeah. Taylor died, but Dreas was playing aggressive as well. Anyway, so now Kyo here going to push into this team.
Flank.
Oh, this is really good here.
He does get
only
one.
Gets day.
And another trade in mid, but Taylor's the last one alive in a 1v2, and he's in between.
And he's still riding tower.
Yep. So this is it. This is the one game that Tomo finally gets a strong start on, and they're taking very, very strong start here with their push.
Yeah, and they're already up to the second checkpoint, and it's so hard even getting to this point that I wouldn't be surprised if they continue this. Like, oh yeah, Kyo here wants this win. He's going in.
This might be 100-0 straight from Tomo.
Yeah, that's another 3 down there. This is
Shaq
looking
gets
really
picked off,
scary.
but even then, all these points. And Kyo is still striking here because he doesn't have to go anywhere. He knows they're going to rush the tower.
Oh
An insane direct on Taylor. Cleans up Dreas.
Oh, man, that's so sick right there. And now Kyo's basically in their spawn right now.
And the tower.
The tower is about to knock out here.
GG's.
Oh, my gosh.
Tomo
dominating them that last game
taking that set. So Tomo wins GSM Elite 1.
Yep, Tomo is your GSM Elite 1 champions, unseating Deep Blues from the beta run. And, yeah, that was a great set from them. Doing really great in that last game. And showing
Kyo
showing just how good they are. Yeah, Kyo basically hard carrying there. Doing pretty well from themselves.
So I heard you wanted a climactic ending. Still, though, I think that was, to look back, to just keep the scoreboard on here for a second, though, we see this back-and-forth nature of set play, right? You see Deep Blues winning the first one on a nice 100-0 KO on Sturgeon Shipyard. Tomo responds really well on Manta Maria. A very back-and-forth game on Inkblot where Deep Blues gets a very strong start, but Tomo instantly responds with a KO of 100-0 themselves, right? Rainmaker, Deep Blues specialty, fair to say.
They're showing a lot of dominance there. Basically, at no point did I feel like Tomo was winning at either of those games.
Right, and then go to tower control, and again, Deep Blues having strong starts on two of the maps. Tomo able to respond better in Mako Mart, and I think Mako Mart really was the key deciding game of this whole match here, because Deep Blues held on for so long for the vast majority of the game, but the last minute and a half, they just couldn't hold on anymore, letting Tomo in. They're rushing the tower too much, and from there, Piranha Pit was basically just Kyo finally found the picks early off for the first time the entire match, and that determined it. Yeah,
and also just Deep Blues kind of holding themselves back a little bit with comp, especially going into tower control without a blaster is really going to make it harder than it needs to be to contest tower as well as getting back in. And you saw that in the way the games played out. Deep Blues got in really hard on Gobi Arena, but that's also the map where Blaster is probably the weakest. So,
Yeah.
It definitely the comp was hurting Deep Blues, but also TOMO was definitely playing tower control very well. So,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, very good on TOMO there. Being the better teams on splat zones and tower control gives them the win and becomes I guess they're our first champions, but
our first
official champions.
Yeah.
Yes.
But congratulations to Deep Blue still, because I do think they will come out with a little bit of extra earned money on top of their entry fee.
Yep.
And to recap, I think it was Chikara that came in third. So they will be getting.
I think it was Clockwork actually.
I know. I thought Clockwork got fourth. Yeah, Clockwork. It was Chikara that got third. Clockwork got fourth.
You're right.
So Chikara gets all of their entry fee back in their prize. Clockwork will get at least half of their entry fee, and then what is it? Ijisu comes in fifth, and then Monarchy rounding out our teams today in sixth. Again, I really want to reiterate for those that are watching to help spread the word of this tournament series, because unlike any other tournament series that you see in terms of an online play, it's consistently top tier matches, right? Even if for the sixth versus fifth seed, I think that went to game 5, didn't it? Ijisu versus Monarchy went to game 5, showing how close when a tournament kind of focuses more on the top teams coming together and playing against each other with a little bit of an incentive to help with a little bit of a prize pool to kind of promote that. It really shows the level of play that Splatoon is able to be at. And
you don't have to be a top team to compete in this. Like if you're like a mid-level team that struggles getting good practice against like good teams, this is like the best tournament for you to sign up for, because every single one of these teams here is really good. Like this is a great tournament to get a ton of practice in. And, if you start doing even halfway decently, all you have to do is get top 50% and you make all your money back. So,
or even top 75%, you get half your money back.
Yeah.
So it's a great way to support the competitive Splatoon 2 scene, actually start funneling some incentives for the teams that have been putting in the hard work, including all those teams out there that haven't been able to prove themselves yet. It's not like you guys aren't putting in hard work yourselves. Take advantage of what you can be able to do with this tournament series.
Yep. And we're bi-weekly. We're trading Saturdays with the Swift Second Saturdays team.
Yep.
So next week you'll have Swift Second Saturdays, and then the weekend after that will be GSM Elite 2.
Yep.
We are going to be making some changes for that, so keep your eyes out for that. Follow our Twitter. Check out our Discord. And
our Twitter handle being @GSM_splat.
Yep, at GSM_splat, as well as the Discord, which I believe somebody has linked in chat at least once already. But if you're not in there, check it out.
Tanks. We don't have the tanks in the table.
Oh yeah, we don't have the tank tops. But shout outs to LISS, Long Island Summer Splat. If you aren't signed up, I don't know what you're doing with your life, because this is going to be great. It's going to be 3 days, 2 of them basically all Splatoon. One of them being things like Mario Tennis Aces, Smash, maybe even some other things like Mario Kart, Pokken. We're not sure about those stuff yet. But definitely Aces, definitely Smash. So keep your eyes out.
Showing our main stage here with some open garage door for some ventilation as well. And they've got some grill going on the back. You can kind of see. But
grill night, that would be a good idea.
That would be a very good idea for that Friday night.
Keep that in mind.
But again, showing the level of effort and production we go in to promote how amazingly fun these events can be for everyone involved, not just the top teams.
Yep. So yeah, definitely, if you can make it, you should.
Yep.
And if you can't make it, watch it. That's basically all.
Do your best to get out here, regardless.
Yeah, you should come.
Yep, we showed off.
Really should. And if we had the shirts still, we would show you the shirts, because they're actually really cool as well.
We showed them off earlier, but we got pictures. I'm sure we'll be posting them on our Discord. So again, make sure you follow our Discord to check them out. They're incredibly sick. I cannot wait to get those available for people to purchase. Again, you can find that link to the store on our Discord. Other than that, Long Island Summer Splat, /DG/LISS to check out all the info there.
#SummerSplat on Twitter.
Yep, #SummerSplat. And I think that's it for us today.
Yep, so thanks for tuning in, everybody. Stay tuned for 2 weeks from now, which will be our second GSM Elite, and also keep following us for news on LASS and other tournaments from us.
Yep. We're being told.
And if you like fighting games, do not change the channel, because there is a huge fighting game tournament happening here at Aeon, and it's going to be sick.
Yep. Again, the same kind of production level value that you've been watching for the GSM Elite is used for these fighting game tournaments. Really, I think for me personally, as a Twitch viewer, nice seeing those that kind of production level being put in to kind of just make you feel like you're actually watching an official event.
Yep. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Peace.